wrap it up after this. Who do y'all project in the Super Bowl?
Well, for me, my NFC pick is still going to be. I don't see anybody beating Green Bay. And it's crazy to say because as good as they are, or as good as they will be, or I think they will be even become more because they made it last year with having not just players go out, but key players go out. And you talk about most of these players now are healthy. So I don't see anybody. Only team I see slowing them down in the NFC is New Orleans, and we saw what happened opening night with that. They outscored them that night. And then they just they're clicking on all cylinders, you know. And then AFC, wow, it's still pretty open, you know. Being a Steelers fan, I want to say my Steelers, but once again our old line is just decimated. We're done, and you know, everybody, the likely pick is always New England, but I don't know. I don't think Baltimore gets over the hump. I don't think the Jets get over the hump. Until the Texans start believing in themselves, I don't know. So my AFC pick is up in the air. I really can't call it for the AFC. I want to say the Chargers, but it's like every year in the playoffs they let you down.
All right. As far as my picks, as far as AFC and NFC, I can't really put it down to. But I can say this. It's like open-ended, open-minded. It's going to be a high-ranked team and a wild card team. Kind of like Steelers and Cardinals a couple years ago.
Okay. Yeah.
But I think just because how the season's going, because of lockout, like Green Bay is busting all cylinders. But you got these other teams like Indianapolis that are kind of, they might pick it up towards the end, but they might be a little too short. But I really feel it's going to be a wild card team that's just going to have a Cinderella season.
Could be like a Detroit or Buffalo.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy.
I want to say Detroit. Right, man. I want to say Detroit.
Detroit look like they finally want to
play some football.
The thing about Detroit has never been can they do it. It's all about being healthy enough, staying healthy enough to do it. Because they got this is the one time they actually have all the pieces that they need to actually win.
Yeah, but last year they went 0-17.
It was like a couple years ago. They went 0-60.
But like it's gonna be like maybe like a Green Bay or one of them Super Bowl teams like that.
And then somebody who just barely made it in.
Cinderella team. And I'm gonna pick the Cinderella team to win it.
I can go for that. I like that.
I think just for the sake of pick purposes, I'm gonna step out on a limb for the AFC. I think Oakland might go.
Yeah,
that's another team.
Oakland is for real, man. Oakland is for real.
Their secondary is on point.
Yes, I love that. People underestimate how good their defense is, even without Asamoah.
I'll accept that, but with that question, this is a question within a question. As far as Detroit, are these teams good, or is the good teams not
clicking on all
cylinders? That's what you gotta ask yourself.
You gotta wait to see.
Yeah. Well, I actually think both of those teams are for real. And last week, like I was saying, I was telling everybody, Buffalo is going to beat New England, man. It's a lot of things with boxing, basketball. A lot of stuff is matchups. You know what I'm saying? If my strength is your weakness or whatever on defense, my chances of beating you are good, regardless of how many wins you got or whatever, this and that. Buffalo, first of all, they are believing in themselves. The whole spirit of the team is different now, and they was undefeated going into, New England coming into their city. So the fact that they was at home, they was undefeated, they just came from like a 17 behind point win against Oakland the week before, and they was actually believing in themselves. So it's like, if we don't beat New England now, we probably would never beat them. So I'm like, teams like that, and that kind of like snowballs into something bigger when you give people who really ain't supposed to, quote unquote, supposedly do this or be here. You give them confidence, man, please. There's nothing they think they can't do.
I agree. So, I got Oakland. My wild card, I think, is going to be, I just don't see anybody beating Green Bay.
Yeah, Green Bay.
They're just that good.
It's crazy.
It's like that J. Cole album. It's that good.
Wow.
It's that good.
Shout out to Cole.
Yes. Coming from Drake.
Drake Griffin.
October 24th.
Drake Griffin.
Okay, there it is.
Take care.
All right, everybody. Crush.
Appreciate y'all tuning in. Until next time.
Listen. Aston Martin king, Luther with dreams. The young Denzel, the way I move through scenes. I'm like a preacher that once was a fiend. A story of change that came with wings. Pretty is the skyline, the sky is my eyeline. Son of the most, so from up high I shine. Suited in Prada, stay mellow like Lala. Young fresh with dollars, ladies go gaga. I'm the cum laude, top of the class. Black Wall Street, so my stock will never crash. Giving what I ask, pure religion and cash. For the windows that open, I'm raising my glass. Daylight beams, nightlife schemes. This is my inception, I'm writing my dreams. Immortal view of a star doing what I'm born to do. I see the blue sky, say the Lord's coming through.